This meeting of the Festus City Council to order. Roll call, please.
Councilman Boyer,
Here.
Councilman Collier,
Here.
Councilwoman Templeton. Here. Councilman Weiner.
Here.
Councilman Dennis,
Here.
Councilman Benz,
Here.
Councilman Cook,
Here.
Councilman Tenen.
Here. We do have a quorum. Pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I will entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda. Tonight's bills total $250,521.38.
So moved.
Seconded. Motion's been made and seconded. Roll call, please.
Councilman Boyer,
Yes.
Councilman Collier,
Yes.
Councilwoman Templeton.
Yes.
Councilman Weiner,
Yes.
Councilman Dennis,
Yes.
Councilman Cook,
Yep.
Councilman Tenen,
Yes.
Councilman Benz.
Yes. Motion passes. Remarks of visitors,
We have none, sir.
bids.
None, sir.
Tonight, we have Bill 4711 on the agenda. Would the clerk please read the bill for the first time?
Bill number 4711, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Festus, Missouri, authorizing the mayor to enter into and execute a First Amendment and renewal agreement with All Seasons Maintenance Services LLC, incorporating said agreement as a part of this ordinance and establishing an effective date.
The bill 4711 is now open for discussion. Can I have a staff report, please?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor and Council. This is for a renewal, hoping for a renewal of our grass contract with the grass cutters. All Seasons had a 3-year contract that expired at the end of last year. And Josh and I met with them as well as the staffs. Of course, the price did go up and they've shot us a new price. We're hoping to get that renewed.
Is there,
Have they been doing the kind of work you guys?
turn your,
But have they been doing adequate work and everything?
They-
go ahead.
Yep, they've definitely improved. We had a few
Right.
problems at the beginning of the year.
Right.
They rotate staff often. By the end of the year, by the middle of the year, we felt real happy with what they were doing.
Okay.
Very happy.
Yeah, absolutely. Same
Good.
thing Mark said, minor things here and there, give them a call, send them an email, and they're usually out there
Take
that
care.
day, if not next day.
Two
Okay.
questions, gentlemen. One, how much did it go up? Two, Greg, since it's a renewal, are we okay ordinance?
Yeah, there's a provision in the original contract that allowed for renewal or an extension, which is what this is. So the language is in accordance to the original contract. The increase, if I remember correctly, yeah, there it is, right there. So it does go up a small amount in the first 2 years, so 23 and 24. The third year, they are proposing a 10% increase in 2025. So
I left my tablet at home, so.
that's
I'll be
okay.
noted.
No,
Thank
I
you.
understand. I think the good thing that we've had with All Seasons is it has been a relationship that has improved. And certainly in this last year, they've been very responsive. If they miss something, if they make a mess, we can call them. They usually are out that same day to take care of it. And at the same time, we've kind of changed things around a little bit. Some areas needed more frequency, some needed less. Some areas didn't need to be cut at all. We removed them from the list. And then as far as like the abatements and things like that, they're very good about coming and taking care of that for us. So I think we're pretty pleased with moving forward if council so decides.
Question I have is, did we go out for any other bids? It's a 20% increase with a 10%
Right.
following in 2 years. Does that warrant at least a call to maybe 1 or 2 companies to at least do some due diligence?
Well, I mean, that'd be up to you all. We could go out for bid. I'll let you know that the previous bid we had from 3 years ago was at 150,000. That was the second lowest bid 3 years ago. So with the price of employees, price of gas and such, I feel it's probably pretty fair. But we're wanting to try to renew with them only simply because not having to retrain somebody over. We're going to start over with a could start with a mess
Yes.
again.
Yeah, I remember, like I said, it was during the time where salaries were all increasing, people were jumping jobs. And I knew he was having trouble because I talked to him. And so I felt bad because everybody's in that boat. Everybody's losing people. City losing people, everybody. So hopefully the salaries have leveled off and people are finally happy where they're at. So that's understandable for the increase. And it has been a good company. I mean, I've known them for a long time, so.
Yep.
So
We did make several adjustments. So
Well, my thought is we weren't having it wasn't working out too good and then it improved. But to hear you guys say that you're happy with it now, boy, to start a new company, then we've got to more or less retrain everybody to get them on board. And there's some tricky spots. In this case, I'm for going with this company here. If we got them where you want them, because it would take so much to get everything set back up. So that's why I called Great today, and I'm happy with this company if you guys are happy.
Is there any other discussion? Hearing none. Oh, I'm sorry.
We did budget a 20% increase in the budget.
by 1%.
Thank you, Stephanie. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, do I have a motion to suspend the rules and read Bill 4711 for the second time in title only?
So moved.
We'll move.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. Hearing none, motion carries. Madam Clerk, would you please read Bill 4711 for the second time?
Bill number 4711, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Festus, Missouri, authorizing the mayor to enter into and execute a First Amendment and renewal agreement with All Seasons Maintenance Services LLC, incorporating said agreement as part of this ordinance and establishing an effective date. Councilman Tenen,
Yes.
Councilman Cook,
Yes.
Councilman Venz,
Yes.
Councilman Dennis,
Yes.
Councilman Weiner,
Yes.
Councilwoman Templeton,
Yes.
Councilman Boyer,
Yes.
Councilman Collier.
Yes. Bill 4711 has passed.
thank you all.
Thank you.
Nice work, guys.
Tonight, we have Bill 4712 on the agenda. Would the clerk please read the bill for the first time?
Bill number 4712, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Festus, Missouri, amending chapter 405 of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Festus to authorize comprehensive marijuana dispensaries and marijuana micro business dispensaries as conditional uses in the B2 district, to authorize marijuana testing facilities, comprehensive marijuana cultivation facilities, comprehensive marijuana infused product manufacturing facilities, and micro business wholesale facilities as conditional uses in the I-1 district, to prohibit all medical marijuana facilities, comprehensive marijuana facilities, and marijuana micro businesses in the B4 district, and establishing an effective date.
Bill 4712 is now open for discussion. Can I have a staff report, please?
Thank you again, Mr. Mayor and Council. This basically is adding verbiage to our existing ordinance to allow the sale of recreational in the exact same zones as we had previously for the medical.
During our discussion, I will, if any comments from citizens. Yes, sir.
Hello, everyone. My name is Chris Chesley. I'm one of the owners of Starbuds Dispensary here in town off of West Gannon. I just wanted to be here, make myself available in case anybody had any questions. I know over the past, I believe, 2 years that we've been open, we've had minimal problems. One of them was a medical issue and another one was an attempted break-in where they did not get anything. I think we've been pretty good neighbors. I haven't really heard any complaints from anyone else in the strip mall. So yeah, we're hoping to start sales in February for anyone that's 21 years of age and older. We've already taken great lengths to make sure that we have proper ID scanners that do a 50-point check to make sure that we're not getting any fake IDs or anything like that. So we feel that we're pretty ready. We've even increased security from even before the break-in. And so I just wanted to be here and make myself available if anybody had any questions.
I just have one, Mayor. And actually for Mark, refresh my memory, please. If this ordinance would change, my concern is I don't want this to be like cigarettes and people freely walk around town doing this, correct? That's still not going to happen, right, Greg?
We have some work to do still in relation, and Brian can certainly address that. And Chris may be able to answer some questions for us as well. But this just addresses the basically allows where we are presently allowing medical facilities to operate. We would allow recreational facilities to operate or combo facilities to operate as well. It has, that's down the road. But
Thank you, sir.
go ahead, Chris.
In the constitutional amendment that we passed, I actually helped draft it. I was one of about 20 members that helped write it. We put in there that there is no public consumption unless local municipalities pass an ordinance allowing when and where. So that will remain illegal.
Yeah,
Well, $200 fine.
We'll eventually, I'll need to take a look at the city's possession consumption ordinances. I've drafted some for a couple of other cities. The most urgent, you're probably going to see a number of marijuana ordinances over the next few months or few years. There's a lot of pieces for every city that you're going to have to get into place. The possession ordinance is one of them. This is kind of the ordinance before you tonight is kind of the most urgent matter, which is the establishing some zoning for the existing medical facilities because they're going to be eligible to convert their license really within a couple of weeks with the Department of Health. So once they get that lined up with the state, there'll be a framework in place for them to operate.
I apologize. I just got to hit myself. Thank you.
Is there a limit on the number of places that we would permit?
That's limited by the state. So the number of licenses, and Chris, correct me if I'm wrong, that essentially the number of licenses that have been allowed for medical is equal to the number of licenses that, and essentially the medical ones have the first option of being able to convert their licenses to do recreational as well.
Each congressional district in the state will probably get about maybe 15 to 20 more micro licenses, which are licenses for people that have been affected by the war against cannabis to try to get them legally into the industry. But other than that, the only other current licenses that the state is awarding are licenses that they are settling due to lawsuits against the application process in 2019.
I'll make a quick addition. This went to P&Z last week and was recommended from them to approve.
Is there any other discussion? Hearing none. Do I have a motion to suspend the rules and read Bill 4712 for the second time in title only?
So moved.
Second. Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. Hearing none, motion carries. Madam Clerk, would you please read Bill 4712 for the second time?
Bill number 4712, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Festus, Missouri, amending chapter 405 of the Code of Ordinances of the city of Festus to authorize comprehensive marijuana dispensaries and marijuana micro business dispensaries as conditional uses in the B2 district, to authorize marijuana testing facilities, comprehensive marijuana cultivation facilities, comprehensive marijuana infused product manufacturing facilities, and micro business wholesale facilities as conditional uses in the I-1 district, to prohibit all medical marijuana facilities, comprehensive marijuana facilities, and marijuana micro businesses in the B4 district, and establishing an effective date. Councilman Tennant,
Yes.
Councilman Cook,
Yep.
Councilman Benz,
Yes.
Councilman Dennis,
Yes.
Councilman Weiner,
Yes.
Councilwoman Templeton,
Yes.
Councilman Collier,
Yes.
Councilman Boyer.
Yes.
Bill 4712 has passed.
Thank you all.
Any new business?
No, sir.
Any old business?
No, sir.
Well. Councilman Boyer.
We went to a meeting for the historic Tanglefoot recently, myself and Jim Collier and Brian. And I've been to them before. We all have. But they had a greater number. Usually there's 19, 20 people. We had about 60 people in attendance. So I feel that, you know, it's growing real well. There's new faces, new businesses here in town. And Main Street is looking better all the time, which is, you know, something that we really need to and keep it going, keep enhancing it as much as possible. Along Main Street, we've got some bad spots on Main, some of the missing concrete. And I know this ain't the type of weather to be doing anything about it, but you might want to put that on your list, Matt. And Jim and I, when he gets his cards, his business cards, we're gonna visit most of the businesses in the area. We're going to give out cards, let them know who we are, and if we can help them in any way possible, we're going to do that. And that's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
All righty, thank you. Councilman Weiner.
I really don't have too much to say, but like Councilman Boyer and Councilman Collier, it's really refreshing to have council input and council participation in these smaller group activities like for Tanglefoot. So as a business owner, I thank you for that, both of you. And that's all I have, sir.
All right, thank you. Councilman Dennis.
Nothing, sir.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Cook.
I have nothing to report, Mr. Mayor. Don't pass out.
Amazing.
The minutes, please reflect.
Yes. Thank you, Councilman Cook. Councilman Collier.
Okay, since Mike don't have nothing, I got a bunch. Okay, I did notice that looks like we're getting a new tire store down in Gannon.
Yes.
They started all their construction. That's good. I've been having some people ask questions, what's going in where they're doing all the blasting and stuff that Tammy Fadler's got? Is it going to be retail? Is it going to be office buildings? What's going in? And I need to try and find out so I can give them some answers.
Be happy to give you an answer. And Mark, if I get this wrong. The site plan that we have currently does provide for retail in the development, but there is none planned at this time. All that is planned for was it 20,000 square feet? The office, medical office building?
Just we haven't received any drawings
Okay.
yet for anything.
Other than the site plan, yeah.
My response to them was whatever the code is going to allow, that's basically all they're going to put in there. So, or the zoning. So I told them it could be retail or it could be offices. Okay, the repairs on Gannon's Drive, the guys did a real good job. It really looks good. Like you to kind of commend them on that. And like Dave, I attended the Tanglefoot meeting and looking forward to working with them. and I'm excited about what they got planned. And one of my statements to them is when they first started the Tanglefoot, I just happened to be on the council and I attended meetings there, but I kind of lost track after I got voted off the council. So hopefully now I can get back on and stay on it for a while. And Josh, thanks for taking care of that issue that I had with the ball field. Appreciate it. That's all I have, sir.
All right, thank you, sir. Councilwoman Templeton.
The only thing I really had was a question from somebody that lives near Festus schools, that it seems like the streetlights kind of alternate off and on. Like you'll just be driving and it'll just go out. Is that something that is supposed to happen or is that a not?
Yeah, the lights on Sunshine unfortunately are something we've moved away from. Now we use a central load system that also has a central photo cell, which means all the lights come on and go off at the same time. Those are not that way, but those are also lights slated to be upgraded and replaced as part of the Verigy project. So we can certainly look to see if we can't get them to work in concert a little better.
And then who's responsible for the lights at Collins and A?
Collins and A. Well, Collins would be us.
No, the streetlights.
On Collins, those are our lights, the
That
black
just go out?
overheads.
Have you ever been sitting there and they just go out?
Or are they ones on A or on Collins?
I believe they're on Collins. I would.
Okay, we can take a look at it.
It's been a couple of times
Okay.
recently that I've been actually in that intersection at night and all of a sudden it's like really dark. So I can't tell you which street they're on,
Okay.
but somewhere in that, other than that, that's it.
There's another light I noticed too at A and what's that road that goes by Pasta House?
Pounds,
Is that Pounds?
good on
There's
pounds.
one there, it's at the corner. I'm not sure which
All right,
road
we'll
it's
take a
on.
look.
So.
All righty, thank you. Councilman Vins.
Any word on the railroad trestle being,
February 8th,
they moved it up?
they moved it back. Yeah, they have some subs that obviously have to be made available. Talked to Kenji Webb, who's the project supervisor for BNSF this morning. And they did give us a new date. So February 8th, which is still a Wednesday, would be the 18-hour closure.
Okay, that's what I figured it had. I figured the storm had something to do with it or something, so. Other than that, nothing else, sir.
All right, sir. Thank you, Councilman Tenen.
Stacy, I don't know. Did you say South Mill Street or blinking too?
Those are brand new,
They're blinking too.
are they?
Yeah, same thing.
Okay.
I
That
was
could
sitting
be
there the other night
reflection
and they just
on
go black. So right there at the stop sign.
We haven't accepted that construction project yet, so that's something that we can certainly make sure that
But
we.
it's right past the stop sign going north.
Okay.
They're either off or on. You seen it? Yeah. That's all I got, sir. Thank you.
All righty, thank you, sir. Well, things seem to be going well. Everybody had a good holiday and holidays are over. At least for a while. Until what, May?
President's Day.
President's Day, okay. Sorry. But I don't have anything else. So I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved. Second it.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. Motion passes.